Hey Bruins, this is the October 7th game against the Chargers. We're going to be doing this, try to do this every week just to give you guys a little video analysis of how the game went and things that we did well and things that we could do better at. Please don't take this video as an attack, a personal attack. This is strictly constructive criticism, meaning we're pointing out stuff so that you can be better in the next game. Okay, and let's keep it in that kind of mind. What I usually do is give the bad news first and then end with the good news. But before even that starts, I like to give the goals without any kind of discussion. So let's just watch the first 5 goals. Here we go. So first one. Coming up, Chargers 1-0 going into this. This makes it 2-0. And here comes the exciting finish to the game, the last 2 minutes when all the scoring started in earnest. Here we go. Pretty sweet. Then we go to their goal. So it's 2-1. But we keep the goalie out. And okay, so that was our 5 goals of the game. Now we'll get into areas of improvement that we will discuss here. And I have four major areas of improvement. One is we have to work on our pinches, face-offs, stick handling in our own end, and then just straight communication amongst the players. So let's go to the first part. We're going to check and show where we had issues with pinching. Okay, so Coach Scott and our philosophy with pinching is that you guys should be thinking defense first and offense second. The only time we want to see you pinch is when we are 100% confident that we can not only win the puck, but also maintain possession of the puck. Okay, so if we're just pinching in to poke it down 5 more feet and we're just giving it to the opponent, then we're not really doing anything except taking ourselves out of the play. Also, we have to have defensive support from a forward. If you're going to pinch, you cannot leave your point open. Okay? The idea has to be in your brain that we have to avoid odd man rushes at all costs. Odd man rushes like 2-on-1s or 3-on-1s or 3-on-2s. But mainly they end up being 2-on-1 situations. So we have to avoid those at all costs. So here's our first one. We're going to see an example of a pinch here that went bad. So here we go. Boom. Okay, so right here you can see that, whoops, the defenseman's come in, and you're going to see what happens here is all it's going to take is one little pass here to make our breakout and to be on an odd man rush. There needs to be defensive support here. There needs to be defensive support here. And since forward 1 and 2 and 3 are all below the hash marks here, this is not a smart pinch. It's not a good pinch to take because it's a lot of risk without a lot of reward. Best bet there, back out and play defense and make sure that these guys, this forward and this forward, are covered, one by you and then by your defensive partner. So let's just see what happens. One pass, and it's a 2-on-1. Okay, this next one is an example of where a pinch leads to a goal against. Now we're on the penalty kill here, and the pinch is not the only reason why the goal is scored, because you'll see that the pincher is actually able to back check all the way back and alter the play. But it does start kind of the chaos, and there's a lot of that in this game where we see one mistake leads to chaos in our zone or chaos in our coverage. So we'll just watch this. You'll see that the pinch starts it, but it's not the sole reason why there's a goal here. Okay, pinch. We have 1, 2, and 3, and I believe somebody's coming off the bench. Oh no, he's back. So good back check. Definitely harassing this player on the way. This is where the problem breaks in. We've all back checked, and we could see that this guy's eyes are looking this way. This person's eyes are looking this way. This person's eyes are looking this way. Who's open? Our friend here. So he sneaks in behind this 4-person on puck coverage, and he's going to end up popping in an easy one. 3 guys in the corner, 1 guy in front. He realizes too late, and this guy just smacks it home. So, did the pinch hurt? Yes, because if you go back, you'll see we have to remember when we're short-handed that we're never going to pinch. We're always thinking on defense, we're always thinking, I have to be back. I have to be staying back and playing defense first. Okay, and we'll look at the next one that leads to a goal also. Next one leads to a goal. Da-da-da. That's this mark, the 50 mark. So we'll see this one actually leads to a goal as well with a pinch. We're in the offensive zone. Take a look here. We've got 1 guy back, 2, 3. So they're fairly low. Hard pinch, which once again, I think it's actually a decent idea to take that pinch, but again, there's always a risk, and this shows what happens when there's a risk, when it doesn't go our way. 1, 2, 3, we're all low. 1 pinch, 1 check, 1 smack off the boards, and this guy's free. Let's look again. Let's look again. Bang off the boards. 4 people caught. This guy goes to the middle, lets her rip. Okay, this last example is a pinch that leads to a 3-on-1, and we don't get scored on, but we probably should have. They ring it to the far weak side. Tough pinch. Weren't going to make that play. He's already there. There's no reason to go. That's where we back out and go. If the puck was here and this fellow was still down in the corner and you knew you could win that race to that puck, by all means. But he's got 3 feet and you've got 15 feet. That ends up being you coming in, him bouncing it behind you, and off to the races with all 3 of these guys on our 1D. The fact that we've got forwards down low and not hustling back hurts too. Chip. A word about gap control. Our defenseman should probably be up here at the red line. When he sees this play, he needs to come out, transition, and be at the red line. We still don't see that third D or the second D until here. Okay, that's really, for a 3-on-1, I realize that's a kind of a petrifying situation, but you want to be trying to disrupt a pass as they enter the zone. If you're allowing them all the way into the corner or up to the high slot and the top of the circle for their shot, that's trouble, because you're essentially acting as just a second goaltender. Makes the pass across, that kid just fans. So, okay, so the idea here, let's take away from this, is that when we pinch, you have to be 100% sure that you're going to win a race to the puck and that you're going to be able to make a pass to somebody on our team by doing it, or dump it into their corner. If there's any doubt, we back out. That's the key that should be in your brain. Any doubt about getting to that puck, we back on out and we don't go for it. Okay? We're going to try to stop the odd man breaks at every opportunity. We cannot give odd man rushes up. They just are killers. They're killers. Okay, so hopefully we drove that point home. The next thing we're going to be talking about is face-offs, and there's a couple clips of us facing off. The basic point to drive home with this is that we need to tie up our man. When we lose the puck on a face-off, the center needs to tie up his center, and the wingers need to stop their winger from going in on the puck and retrieving the puck. There was a whole lot of them pushing the puck through us, and both winger and center just flying through our 3 people in the face-off. Let's take some looks. Okay, let's see here. Boom. As we see, the center chips it through. Our center is looking at the puck, and this guy flies right through, and he's off the races. Interferes with Marty a little bit and drops his glove. That was one man off of a face-off that we just need to tie up here, and there's no rush. There's no problem. If we don't tie him up, he just chips it forward. This is the Frankie DeRosa play. Push it forward and go as fast as you can and drive wide and drive the net. Okay, so that's an example. Tie up our guy. Okay, so this is also another example. We don't tie up. Leads to a little bit of chaos in our end. We're running around. We end up kind of recovering, and we have a good breakout out of the play. But if we just win the puck from here into the corner, we could start a breakout on our terms instead of running around like chickens with our heads cut off. Let's watch. Okay, so very far away off the start, I'm noticing. This guy's got to be with him. Granted, he can't cross the line, but your first play is to cut through. If you see your man is staying up like this, your winger that is not going shoulder to shoulder with you, if he's up here on the circle, the play is clearly he's going to win it back to him and try and get the shot. Your job is to fly in there, try and cheat a little bit. You watch as the guy is dropping the puck, you're flying through trying to pick up this guy or win the puck. So let's see. Goes right to him. That's a set play. Chaos. Chaos. We're trapped in our zone. Kylie makes a good pass. And a good weak side breakout. Okay, good. So that was, we're actually going to focus on weak side play as one of our things that we did well in this game. So that's, last play was just reading the play and reading the face-off. You got to be able to set up and kind of read where the play is off the face-off and adjust yourself. If you see that your defenseman isn't right next to you, like here, you got to read that the play is to pull it back to him. This guy's got to figure that out and rush through. Okay, next one. Okay, the next couple examples are just the center losing the puck off the face-off and the guy. Here's one. Blows right through. And this is another one with, it actually leads to a scoring chance. We don't pick up, the center doesn't pick up his guy, and it actually leads to a scoring chance against us. And notice where we are in the play. We're down in their end, and by not tying this fellow up and allowing him to drive through us, we end up with a huge scoring chance against us. Boom, and he's free. You may notice it's the same kid with the same move every time. Great save. That play starts in their end. If we can drive a stick, lift his stick, get your body between him and his play through, that's what a center's job has to do. One more. Boom. Looking at the puck, goes through our feet. And then the last one of face-offs. So this is the last one with the face-off. So here we have an example. We are next to our guy. This guy needs to be closer and tying him up. We look scared. This guy needs to be right here on him, skate to skate, shoulder to shoulder. Same thing here. The play on this one, this winger just flies into the zone, picks up the puck, and gets an unbelievable scoring chance here. This guy's job is to cut him off, tie him up, go for the puck himself. We watch. Here we go. Boom. Comes right through, and we're watching. Our guy's here. This is the guy who shot. This is the guy who shot, and this is the guy who's supposed to be covering him. Let's watch again. Oop. That's where we're waiting for the puck to come to us instead of blowing through and being aggressive on making our own play. Let's take a look at a couple where we did do a decent job of tying up, or at least getting close to tying up. Let's see here. So starting right here, Kevin's got to get closer to his guy, shoulder to shoulder, skate to skate. Can't give that kind of space. But watch, our center does do a good job of putting his body between him and the other center. Right there. And we win the puck, and we go weak side, and we're off to the races. So that was a good one. And then there is another one where we have good body position. Dun, dun, dun. Here we go. Closer, Kevin. Stick under his stick. Good. Center went through, pushed him back, actually pushed that puck over to our winger who brings it in. So those are good. Let's go to our next thing that was driving Coach Scott and I crazy in this game, was the amount of stick handling in our own zone. You're going to see if there's anything that leads to chaos, in a hockey game, it is trying to stick handle out of our own defensive zone. So our philosophy is don't do it. If you do have to skate in our own end, you're skating into safe spaces. You're into open areas, safe spaces behind, in the corner of our net, or in the corner of our defensive zone. We're not skating up the middle. We're not skating up the sides. And you're going to see examples where it really hurts us. Okay, so the note I have on this piece, this clip is skating upside leads to utter chaos. So let's watch. Lose the puck. We're in trouble. Now we're in trouble. Now we're in trouble. Trouble. The only thing that got us there was they hooked us down. Let's see if there was anything to do with that puck before we start skating it out. Is there an option before that? There is an option. We can go here. We can go here. We can go from here to weak side. There's the pressure now. Defenseman needs to be back here supporting, not in front, not square. Once you see your other defenseman is skating, you've got to think, okay, I need to be back here as a support. If they run into trouble, the move is not to jam it forward, but to do an escape move and look for your help, like we've done in that hinge play. So we skate it up, we lose the puck, chaos ensues. Next clip coming up. Okay, in this clip, same deal. We start to skate the puck out, and it leads to literally 50 seconds of us running around in our end in pure chaos. Here we go, let's watch. Stick handle up the middle, lose it. Now we're in trouble. Big trouble. Feed the point. Good play there, throwing it in the corner. Oof. Notice the chaos. I mean, and we're not even out of our zone, but we've got 4 kids all chasing the puck. Wingers need to be up. This is when we say, when things start going crazy, remember what your position is and what your job is. I have my defenseman up here working the point. This is his job, or his job. This defenseman is supposed to be here in front. This winger is supposed to be in this area, or in this case, helping out here. But we're just all chasing the puck now, and it all came from trying to skate it out the middle and losing it there. We're still in trouble. Now we work. There was a weak side pass there that we could have made too. Okay, one more clip of stick handling it up the middle and turning into trouble in our end. Coming up. Okay, here we go. So this is skating out of the zone equals a turnover and chaos. That was my note. Boom. Okay. What could we have done here? What could we have done there to do differently? Let's see. So they get it deep on us. We've got time and space. Here's one problem. My forwards are not rushing and getting down low to their breakout spot. They're loafing it. Now, I know one of our guys has to be up high because we're on a power play here. That's too high for our left wing. This is way too high. He needs to get low so that she can come behind the net, give him the pass. Instead, she sees that's way too far. There's pressure on her here. She sees the open space here. The play is, now that he's here, come up and let's look to go weak side there. Let's see if it was there. It was, but we lost it. And now we're in trouble. Okay, so that was, those are the three big ones. I'm running out of time here. I was going to do communication also, but basically it comes down to if you're doing a D to D pass or a weak side pass, you have to be yelling for it, and you have to make contact, both eye contact and with your voice. So I'm going to just go over to things that I was happy with that we can build on. First thing is working, we have to keep doing this weak side, finding the weak side. When we did that in this game, we were dangerous on a rush. Okay, we were dangerous on the rush. We exited the zone well, and we were in their zone in less than 2 passes. So let's see. I think I have 4 or 5 examples of where we went weak side. So let's see. Okay, so we're coming out of the zone, and you're going to see the weak side open here, and it works. It's open for him, and we end up making a good rush because of it. Comes through, good C, very nice, and look at that. We're in their zone, and we're getting a shot off. Next one, same ordeal here. We see all the junk is on one side. We've got people and pucks. Let's see what happens here. Boom. Bam. Finding that weak side headman pass leads to what should have been a penalty shot. Next one. Okay, here comes weak side. Look at that. Off the boards. He's able to skate right onto it. This is a great example because it doesn't always have to be on the stick. Sometimes all you have to do is see that there's junk over here. The chase is on this side. You're just throwing it to an empty spot. And that's just what happens here. We see the pressure is coming onto us. We're just throwing it to an empty spot here. And it was behind Kevin, but he used the boards and he was able to use it as a pass. Let's watch again. Good. Good. Just see it. Boom. Open net, or open side. He brings it in, drives to the net, and gets a shot off. Good pass by Panico. Good vision there. Next one. This clip is just like that battle drill we do. Notice where all the junk is. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people and a puck, which means that we've got some open space over here, and that's what Ryan sees and AJ goes for. You're going to see that open space, and he just hits him with this, and we enter the zone pretty easily here on a dangerous rush. Win the battle. Win the battle. Hits him. No, it's Kevin. Hit him. Boom. Beautiful pass, and he gets a shot off. Once again, poor Bella right in the belly. And then we have one last one coming right up here. This is a great example of off the face-off. We win it back. We go D to D, and we go from pressure on this side to the weak side pressure here. And then you can see it goes from right into a breakout into the weak side spot. So here we go. Good job facing off and tying off your man as well. Back, D to D, one more touch, and we're getting it deep in their end. Okay, that's fine in that weak spot. Could work a little bit on our forecheck. This guy is on the wrong side. He needs to be going at him, right? So that this guy comes in his F3. You're going to see they actually are able to reverse it here because there's only one man chasing. But I do like the weak side play here, and we did enter their zone. So we can see, boop, yeah. Right here, this guy's in no man's land. He needs to be on that puck. Now F3's got to do his job. We'll work on forecheck next week. Hopefully you see that using that weak side or looking for that weak side becomes a weapon. And then the last one I have here is when we played down low. This is the next thing that I thought when we did it, it was dangerous. Both of our goals, they both came from below the hash marks, which means that that's where we need to get comfortable playing, down here and down here. Let's quickly look at the clips. I have 4 of them so that you can take a look and go to bed with some happy thoughts here. Okay, so this is where we just throw it down deep. We're going to get a scoring chance out of this by just keeping it low and working the cycle below the hash marks. Gets it low, gets it low. We go to work down low. We fight for the puck. Get it back down. Down low. He brings it behind. He could have dropped his shoulder there, but brought it below. Huge shot. By bringing it low, we turned all their D. Xavier was wide open. He just got unlucky with the water on the ice. Slowed the puck down. Next one. Okay, my note on this one is we bring it low, drive to the net, and cause havoc. All are good things when we have the puck. Nice weak side pass. Brings it low, puts his shoulder to the net. Oh, driving the net. We're still working down low. They're panicking. Get the shot low. We're still digging low. All good things happening below their face-off dots. Just got to stop falling down when we're down there. And then let's go to the last 2 examples where we have good pressure down low that actually lead to goals. We've already watched them, but now let's watch them with an eye like we're working on keeping our puck down low and keeping it below the hash marks. Let's look. So off the face-off, good forecheck. Need to get that low, which he does with a shot. Puck's down there. Marty turns into the corner, which is good. We push it into the corner, bring it out from the corner, right in front, and score. Notice how all that happened below the face-off dots. It all happened below the hash marks. If we can keep it in here and keep it in here, good things are happening. Last one. We'll end on this one. And that's basically the same deal where we had it low and we did good things when it got low. When we've got numbers like this, we get it deep. Here comes a shot, which was a good one. Worked it down low. He threw it in front. I'd rather actually see that go into the corner here. Boom. Once again, we're below the hash marks. They're running around lost. Puck goes in. So if we can tidy up the things like pinching and skating out of our zone and working on our face-offs, and we actually can keep working and doing the weak side plays and keeping the puck down low, you're going to see a marked improvement. Now, hopefully you got a little something out of this. I had a lot to say on this first video. They usually don't run this long. I usually try to keep them like 20 minutes. Hopefully you guys can stay awake this long while you're watching. And if you have questions, feel free to email me back, okay? See you at practice or at the rink. Bye.